Okay, damn. And now I gotta fucking send this to myself somehow. Um, all right, boys. So today we're going to man. It's been a while. Um, it's been it's been a motherfucking while since I streamed. I don't remember the last time I went live. What the fuck? Uh, oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. All right, boys. I'm trying out a new streaming platform thingy with Jobber. This is like the first time I'm ever using this. I usually use another system, but since today we're gonna have like a little special guest, I'm using this new thing. So I'm still trying to figure this shit out. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can. Hopefully, no. All right, boys. Why the fuck is my ear red? What's good with me? Um, I'm gonna low-key need my headphones for this. All right, boys. Like I was saying, today we're gonna have a special guest. We're gonna have a little special guest so we can talk about the beautiful game and talk about the best team in the world, the best team of all time, FC Barcelona. Like I said, it's been a long time since I streamed. Let me check the last time I actually streamed. I don't remember. Both on TikTok. I mean, on TikTok I haven't streamed for a while because those motherfuckers banned me. But on YouTube, the last time I streamed was 2 months ago. The last stream I had on YouTube was the fucking was the mother effing Champions League final. That was the last time I streamed. So, whoo, it's been a while. It has been a while. But today, we're gonna have a little special guest. His at is the Alex Polania show. I don't want to hope I'm not saying his name wrong, but uh, yeah, you guys don't know who he is. He's basically a Barca content creator, TikToker. I like to use content creator. I like that phrase more. But yeah, he makes content on TikTok mostly, from what I've seen, talking about Barca. Just talking straight about Barca. And I invited him today. Thankfully, he accepted, and we're going to chat about Barcelona, chat about the best team in the world, chat about this upcoming season because there's a lot to talk about for this upcoming season. Now, let me just make sure the audio is good because I could be, oof, I could potentially not be, this shit could potentially not be working. Um, Today, thankfully he accepted, and we're going to chat about Barcelona, chat about the best team. Yeah, but like I said, I don't know why my shit's so out of focus. Okay, there we go. I think. Um, but yeah, like I said, I usually use OBS to stream and stuff, but I couldn't figure out how to connect Discord with it. So I'm using another streaming platform to stream so I can multi-stream and have at least two people on at a time. Now the question is, oh, there we go, chat. Juanes Espinal audio is good. Ah, good, good, good. Thank you, Juanes. Thank you. Make sure everything's good. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we'll have it on for a while. But yeah, guys, the league it starts this Saturday. This Saturday, I will be streaming that match, so make sure to tune in for that. But the league starts this Saturday. Barcelona is back. The best team in the world is back. Um, and Barca got to go strong this season. We got to win it all. So that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. Let me fucking let me make sure. Hello, Joseph. Hello, Prodigy. What's good, Prodigy? I know I have the things there in there. All right. Prodigy with the banana. Dickhead. Um, but yeah, boys, I'm excited for this stream. I'm excited for this stream. I'm excited to see how this goes down. Hold on. I think he's in. How the fuck? Mm. All right, I see you, bro. You see me?
Yeah, I see you, bro. What's going on?
Yeah.
Hey, well, I just lost you. I don't see you. There we go. There we
There
go.
you go.
What's up, bro? How you doing, man?
Hold on, let me turn my audio on. I can barely hear you right now.
I mean,
Valid.
bro, I'm gonna put on my. I got my Xbox headset. I'm gonna see if that works. All right.
Nah, bro.
See
I
if
used
that's
to.
any better. It's huge though. That's the only problem. It's huge.
Nah, bro. Xbox the wave, bro. Xbox the wave. What's good,
Is that
Alex?
better? Can you
How
hear
you
me?
doing, bro?
Is that better?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I
I can hear
bet,
you.
man.
All good. It's all good. It sounds
Doing
perfect.
good. Doing good. Just finished that PSG game.
Ah, man, bro. That
Yeah,
shit pissed me
Spurs
off.
being Spursy.
Shit pissed me off.
Spurs being
Bro, yeah,
Spursy.
because
Never.
I have a friend that's a Tottenham fan. He was excited for a second, but then I'm
Me
like,
too,
bro,
man. Same thing. One of
you
my
know,
best friends is a Spurs fan. Never
that's how
trusted
it
that
is,
team
bro.
again, bro. Never. Mm-mm.
Alex, bro, where you from, by the way?
I live in Atlanta, but I'm Colombian.
Oh my god,
What? What?
bro, like my whole life, like everything around me is
Mhm.
Colombian, bro. Like my friend group, most of them are
Really?
all Colombian. They're all
Okay.
Colombian.
Okay.
They're all Colombian. So you already know we talk shit and stuff like Copa America when it comes to the World Cup. Like
Hmm.
Peru can't qualify for shit because I'm Peruvian.
Gotcha.
Um, we have two Copa Americas. Colombia has one.
Yeah, I knew
We
that. And
say all that stuff.
Colombia has like the worst one Copa America. People forget that too. Like the Copa America, Colombia won. Argentina
Facts.
sent their best team. Brazil didn't send their best team because Colombia, I think, was so dangerous at the time
Yeah.
that the best players didn't even go. And that's the one
Damn.
Colombia won.
At least you can say you got one, bro. That's what
Yeah,
matters, bro.
yeah,
But qualifiers are what? Qualifiers are in September or something, right?
yeah. There's like 2 games left, I believe,
I don't
for
care. I'm not
each.
watching it. I'm not watching any of those games. There's no point. Literally no point as
Yeah.
for Peru. I mean, I think there's a chance, but
Hmm.
at the same time, there isn't a chance. I don't know. I don't even know who we play.
Yeah, I just think
I'm,
every team in South America is really good, in my opinion. And Peru, you could say, is one of the worst ones, but still the quality of Paraguay, Ecuador, there's not
mm,
much difference between them, but it is what it is.
yeah, we play Uruguay and Paraguay. Uruguay away and Paraguay at home. So
Two tough teams, man.
that's tough
Two
as hell.
tough teams.
I mean, you guys are pretty close
Colombia
to
six,
that
bro.
seventh spot, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they're not chilling
Well,
at
you guys
all.
play Bolivia at home, and Venezuela away.
Yeah.
I mean, that should be dubs. That should be dubs, honestly. But if you lose, then I get to talk my shit for a week at least. For a week. All right, bro. So for today, just wanted to thank you for joining me today.
Of course, man. Thank you for inviting me.
Or you're mostly what on? You're mostly on just TikTok, right?
Yeah, I'm mostly on TikTok. I only have a iMac, so I can't really do like the TikTok studio and stuff like that. That would be nice.
Word.
I do gotta invest maybe in the future, do some stuff like that. Because I see your
Nah,
stuff. You're live. You're like live on TikTok and other stuff at the same time, right?
Mostly on YouTube, like when I was streaming games and stuff.
Okay.
Like, bro, I got banned on TikTok for some reason. I don't
Oh,
know what
really?
happened. I
Like
don't
on
know. I
live?
don't. Yeah, I couldn't stream for like on live for like a good month and a half.
Wow.
I don't know why.
Uh-huh.
I think I know why because I know I got a notification for saying like you got a warning,
Yeah.
but I don't want to say it right now because I'm on live right now, so I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you're
get banned
good.
again.
You're
So like,
good. Yeah, I get it.
but it was some stupid thing. But yeah, it's been a while since but on YouTube, Twitch, and all that, I'm usually live. But I mean, I haven't streamed since the Champions League final, honestly.
Yeah.
But we back, bro. We back. We now the season starts this Saturday, bro. You
Hmm.
excited? You
I
excited? How you
am, man.
feeling?
I ready to watch the best team in the world play football again, bro. I'm ready.
Bro,
Unfortunately, as we speak right now, seems like Rashford isn't registered, Joan Garcia isn't registered, Chesney isn't registered, and many others.
mm,
I think tomorrow we're getting the final decision, on Ter Stegen signing the medical reports and seeing how many players we can register from that. So I think tomorrow we'll know more, but I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know if you could see that on the screen.
Oh, there we go.
Fabrizio
There we go.
Fabrizio
Exactly
said
what I
he
said.
tweeted this earlier today.
Okay.
So Barca confirmed La Liga's medical committee has ruled that goalkeeper Marc-Andre Ter Stegen injury meets the long-term injury criteria established. Blah 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 blah. So hopefully we get that done soon, bro.
All right, bet.
I think we should be good, honestly.
Yeah.
So lit.
Sounds good.
All right, bet. So
So only Joan
uh,
Garcia it seems for now.
what happened?
So only Joan Garcia for now.
Yeah, I'm guessing just John Garcia. So
Okay.
honestly, I don't know what we're gonna do about Rashford. I don't know what we're gonna do about anything else. Honestly, I don't
Yeah.
know how that situation's going, but I mean, they did
All
something
right.
last
So
season with
Joan
Danny Olmo and
Garcia.
everything.
Yeah.
But today, bro, what I want to talk to you about is we're gonna give our starting 11. What we think is our best starting 11 going into the next season,
Okay.
and our expectations, basically. Expectations, the league, Champions League, League Cups. All of it. We're gonna talk about all of it today.
Awesome.
All right.
All right.
So,
Sounds good.
bro, how did you feel about last season, bro? How last season ended?
How last season ended, I think it was still like a bittersweet ending. I think, thank God, we were able to play Real Madrid after that Inter game because it was
Yeah, bro.
because a lot of that frustration we were able to flush out. Beating Real Madrid a fourth time, then winning La Liga after that. But that Inter game to this day is still haunts me. Still haunts me. Let's be honest.
Ah, man, that was heartbreaking. When Rafinha scored that third, I'm like, it's done, it's over, we got it, right? We got it in the
Hmm.
bag. But yeah, that's football for you. Shit happens. Shit like
Yep.
that happens, bro. But like, bro, of all players, Acerbi too, because I remember Acerbi and Inigo were beefing at some point in that game too, and I'm
Hmm.
like, bro, we got to beat them now.
Yeah.
Fuck Acerbi, because Acerbi did some disrespectful shit to Thomas Muller like the game before,
Yeah.
and that's why I wanted Inter to lose even more. Like
Hmm.
Acerbi to lose even more because Muller was retiring at that point.
Yeah.
But yeah, they beat us. But thankfully, they got the spanking in the final. That's the good thing.
Yeah, man. It is
But
what it is.
for next season, so if I'm not mistaken, the first three games are away from home, right?
Yep. First three games of the season away from home.
I don't even know when. Like,
I think
so the fourth.
Who is it? Mallorca, Vallecano, and I think Levante. I think not in that order though. I think it's Mallorca, Levante, Rayo.
Yeah, exactly. So those are the first three games, all away from home, which is it's annoying playing away from home because the players are traveling and stuff.
Like
But
which a lot of people have asked me, do you think Barcelona had any say in that? Like, do you think that has anything to do with the Camp Nou maybe being able to be ready in September?
I mean, that's what's been reported. Honestly,
Yeah.
that's like I try to believe what the reports say, but at the same time, they're so
But
hard
it's
to
like kind
believe.
of a coincidence that the first three games are away, though, right? You know what I mean? Seems like a
Yeah,
funny coincidence.
yeah. Apparently, that's what the club asked for because they wanted time to get back into the stadium and
Hmm.
stuff. But now I'm seeing the stadium is we're like barely even ready. Like we might not even get there. Like for the fourth game, we might go back to the Montjuic. We might go to the Johan Cruyff Stadium, which
Yeah.
that stadium looked ugly as hell in the Gamper Trophy.
Hmm.
But bro, I don't know, bro. I just know we need to this season. We have to go back to the Camp now
Yeah.
this season because bro, I want to travel to Spain at some point in my life,
Hmm.
and I'm not going to
Bro,
go
you're
watch in
gonna
the
love it,
Montjuic.
man. You're gonna love it. My first time going was only a few months. I went for Barcelona Benfica in Montjuic.
Oh.
I went to that game.
Oh, this the 3-0.
Beautiful, man. 3-0, yeah.
Damn, that's
Got me him
blessed, bro.
for that banger, crazy assist to Rafinha. Yeah, what a game. What a game. And Barcelona, the city, Spain, country, amazing, bro.
Beautiful. Damn.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I have an uncle that lives out there, so I'm about to visit him someday too.
Yeah. My
'Cause I never
goal
met
is
him.
to, me and my girlfriend want to go to the El Clásico in Barcelona in May. So that's my goal to, in May, go to the El Clásico. In the new Camp Nou, hopefully. Hopefully.
Yeah, that's the thing. Because if I want to, go, I definitely want to see a game, but I definitely want to see at least at the Camp Nou. I
Yeah.
really don't want to. My first experience to be at the Montjuic or something.
Yeah.
I definitely want to go to the Camp Nou.
Mhm.
But man, we'll see if we get back to it at least at some point this season. Hopefully, hopefully. But so what are you thinking for the league? Do you so the main two contenders or the main three contenders are Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, and Barca. Those are
Mhm.
like the three main guys who are gonna, relatively stay up there.
Yeah.
Maybe Atletico fourth place. Who those don't really matter because they're really like outskirts. The main
Yeah.
three are always those three. How we saw last season, like they were annoying at some points. Mostly Atletico when they beat us around December, we were like a little downfall right there. But we picked ourselves back up. Um, how Atletico Madrid are moving this transfer window? Are you worried at all? Are you like
I think
scared?
I think Atletico. I'm not worried per se. I would say they are strengthening, just like Real Madrid are strengthening. They both threw another 100 mil at their teams from their
Word.
disappointing seasons last year. So out of those two teams, I will say I think Real Madrid made good signings. Like, do I think Trent is a good defender? No. Is he a good signing for them? You could say moving forward, like when it comes to Real Madrid attacking, but
Mm,
defensively, no. I think Carreras is not much better than a Fran Garcia. And I look at, for example, Atletico signings. I think Atletico signed, more intelligently, signed better players,
mm,
and today they do have a better manager than Xabi Alonso at the end of the day. And considering, how Atletico they still had a disappointing season, but you look at the teams they played, they competed against every top team they played. They were able to beat us. They tied us 4-4. They beat PSG. They beat Leverkusen.
yeah,
Real Madrid, every time they beat or played a decent opponent, they got exposed. So, like, the complete opposite of Atleti. They both had
exactly.
a disappointing season, but at least Atletico can compete. Like, Atletico would have competed against Arsenal in that quarterfinal or whatever. They wouldn't have gotten embarrassed 5-1. Like, I don't think Atletico would have beaten Arsenal, but they wouldn't have gotten embarrassed the way Real Madrid did. So looking at that and the fact now today, I think Atletico made smarter signings. They have a better manager. Am I worried? No, but I do think Atletico 100% are having a better season than last year. And my hot take is that they get second place in La Liga.
Oof. Second place, Atletico Madrid. Listen, I've talked so much shit about Diego Simeone
Hmm.
these last couple of years, just because. Listen, bro. They're like they're known for being bottlers. We
Hmm.
know like they don't really usually win. The last La Liga title they won was like when Barca and Madrid were in, like they were kind of down bad. We weren't the best.
Yeah.
And after that, they couldn't go back to back. They can't really do it. Of course, a lot of people say it's because they're going up against Madrid and Barca. They're superpowers, the best teams. Yeah, I understand that, but still, like I don't ever base it like Atletico have a problem facing us, like
Hmm.
Barca or Madrid. It's a matter of the other games where they should be winning, getting points. They
Yeah.
drop points. It's a matter of Diego Simeone loses ideas and doesn't know what to do at times. And
Hmm.
we've seen it multiple times how they just defend for their lives. They can't do anything. Like he has no other strategy. Um, so like going back to what you said, like Arsenal versus Atletico, I think they would have done better. Yeah, I agree
Hmm.
with that. But mostly based on they would have parked the bus. They just would have parked the bus. I think Arsenal just would have been at them like all over them, but
Hmm.
Atletico would have just been parking the bus. Like Madrid obviously try to go and attack because they got to. They have Mbappe, Vinny, so they
Yeah.
gotta attack. But Atletico, you know how they play, bro. Park
Hmm.
the bus, counter attack. So um,
Do you
you
think
know,
with their signings, Atletico? I mean, I guess you could have said that last season too, but do you think with their signings, they could move away from that, or you think Simeone is never moving away from thinking defensively first?
Um, I mean, with the signings they made, like Baena, Raspadori, Ruggeri, Almada, those are pretty creative players. Going
Mm.
forward, Baena is a baller. He knows, like, he's a very creative player. Almada, I'm not gonna say I've seen a lot of him, but I've seen some things with
Hey, from
Argentina.
Atlanta United.
Like, so he got some skill in him. He got some skill in him. So probably the attacking approach is going to improve.
Hmm.
But I still think, like, there's a mental barrier with Simeone. Like, when
Okay.
he's getting, because he's not gonna be the best all the time. Like, he's gonna get
Hmm.
cooked, especially when he goes against top teams. Like, we've seen it a lot of times. So that mental barrier is always gonna be there. And then when he runs out of ideas, when his team is suffering,
Hmm.
just
Hmm.
park the bus, try to hit on the counter. Last season, like, for some reason, he would take out Julian Alvarez like early a line, like around the 60th, 70th minute.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I mean, I
Hmm.
understand why. Like, he bringing Sorloff, you got that big motherfucker right there. You want to do long balls to him and stuff, but like, it's that kind of football isn't like I don't like it,
Hmm.
and I don't think it's enough.
I'm curious, what would you rate Atletico season before getting knocked out in the way that they did in the Champions League?
In the Champions League, so they got
Because
knocked
in
out
all comps,
to
in
to
all comps,
Madrid.
as in they were in Copa del Rey, they were competing in La Liga still. Like I think until that point, Atletico were doing really well, and people forget about that. But
Yeah,
that point when, because I remember I was still in Spain when I watched that game, Atletico were still competing in the league. They were competing in the Champions League, competing in the Copa del Rey,
facts.
and then that game happened, which they still won, but I guess in penalties they got eliminated. The way that they did, we don't have to talk about it.
Yeah,
And then after that, their season fell off. Like that's like when you said mentality, that's when that came to mind. As in, after that game, Atletico just fell off. Like
yeah,
as you said, their mentality probably just isn't there. All there.
yeah. Because they don't really got winners. Like, from the last league title that they won, I don't know how many players are still there from that league title. Champions League, obviously, we can speak of that. Like Copa
Yeah.
del Rey, they haven't won in years either, so they don't have winners. Simeone should be that that figure to be a winner, right? But no, you're right. Like, there was a point where they're doing well, and then they went like what or 12 game winning streak. Like, they were
Mhm.
doing like really good.
I think they had a
Uh,
bigger winning streak than Barca or Madrid ever did.
really?
I'm not sure. Maybe winning streak. But I know Barcelona went on a crazy streak where we
Oh,
lost.
winning streak. Okay, winning streak. Okay.
Yeah, I think we went on a crazy streak where we only lost one game, right? Villarreal the rest of the season.
Yeah,
And I think
yeah.
we tied like who Getafe and Betis. That's it. The
Hmm.
rest of 2025, I think it was. Not sure.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Because the only game we lost, or the first game that we actually lost was against Dortmund,
Yeah.
like in all competitions, right?
Hmm.
But yeah, they were doing well, but again, it's just like first half of the season you can do well, but then in the second half where it matters, if you don't do well there, then that's a different story. That's the mentality of champions, That's just getting over the line and actually doing it. And Simeone, like, he's just failed countless times. Like, when it comes to the Champions League, like, he's lost to teams he should have beaten last season. Okay, he went up against Madrid, like, he tied it up like what 10, 30 seconds into the match, like the
Hmm.
aggregate.
Yeah.
And then from there, like, I'm like, bro, how do you lose at home? Like, even if it was against penalties, you should have done
Hmm.
better. They should have done
Yeah.
more. They lost to us in the Copa del Rey at home. They lost their second match against us at home, because if they won that match, okay, they would have been still fighting for the league, trying to fight for it. Like, it's unacceptable to lose at home and at the
Hmm.
same time not play well. So, like,
But that's the thing. I
um,
might be biased, but I'm blaming the team for losing to with a player like Lamine Yamal. I really don't blame a team like Atletico for that.
nah, yeah, yeah,
I do blame Atletico
yeah. That's just the
for
unlucky for them.
that not doing better against a team as bad as Real Madrid in the Champions League. I blame you for that. I blame you for still falling off after that Champions League game. You shouldn't fall off against the worst teams in La Liga. That's how you lose the league. Because you check
Yeah,
them in
exactly,
La Liga against us and Real Madrid, they didn't do too bad. They beat us and they tied twice to Atletico to Real Madrid, but they lost the
exactly.
league against everyone else when they played everyone else.
Hmm. Yeah, so I mean, and we already know with La Liga how it comes with La Liga. A lot of these teams can reinforce. A lot of these teams can really buy players. So
Mm-hmm.
they got to do whatever they got to do to win. We how many times we gone up against teams that just park the bus, just play negative football, like people like to say. Like that's just how it is. So
Yeah.
Atletico Madrid going up against that and not being able to do it, it's just I think it's going to be a story next season as well. So I mean, you have them having second, but I'm gonna still put them at third, honestly.
Okay. Okay.
Now, when it comes to Madrid, Real Madrid, our rivals,
Mhm.
what do you think about them?
What do I think about that? Ah, I don't know, man. I see a team with a lot of great individuals, which
Hmm.
we saw that last season. I think a lot of Madrid's get out of jail free card is their injuries to their defenders, but they
Yeah.
quickly forget that the last time they won the Champions League, they had Camavinga playing left back, they had Chouameni at center back. So when they win with injuries, they call their players gods, like they're gods. No one can compare. And when they have a season that they do, it's their get out of jail free card, as I said.
Exactly.
So it's like season because of their injuries. I don't. I think Madrid had a bad season because overall, you lose a very important player like Toni Kroos, and the only player you bring in to replace it is Mbappe. So from the start, you have
Mm,
terrible
exactly.
squad building for your team. Terrible, terrible. We know better than anyone. We lost Busquets. We haven't found a replacement for Busquets. We're looking for it in a Bernard.
Hmm.
And we suffered Xavi's last season after losing Busquets. It was the first season in what? At least a decade without Busquets. And we suffered, clearly. We even had Christensen playing CDM.
Yeah.
So, first
I
of all, I
remember
think
those
that's one
days.
of the reasons Madrid struggled, not finding a good replacement for Kroos. And then in the midfield, they have no creativity whatsoever. They have a bunch of road runners, engines that can run for days, but there's no brain power. There's no creativity. And the only one, and now maybe will be playing, and it seems like he will, is Aguilera. But a problem,
Mm,
he gives you absolutely nothing. Aguilera gives you nothing. And we saw against a
facts.
PSG team how much Arda can really do if he's not on the best team on the pitch. Arda will fade out of a game if he's not on the best team on the pitch. We saw that against PSG. People forget Arda played the last El Clásico of the season. He faded out,
Awful.
barely even saw the guy.
It was awful.
But against Las Palmas, Levante, I bet he will have a nice little pass. But against the top teams, he will fade out of games continuously. And
Nah, yeah,
that's
bro.
Madrid's only creative midfielder. The only one. The only one. And when it comes to up top, we already know all their problems, right? The first line of defense starts from the forwards. And you can see that from when PSG used to be good a few months ago. Their first
Hmm.
line of defense was Dembele, Grava, and Due. Pressuring, suffocating teams. Same way we do. That's our first line of pressure. And we
Yeah.
know that's modern football nowadays. Everybody needs to be on the same wavelength. All the defenders need to attack. All the attackers need to defend. Real Madrid, they don't do that. They don't have the players for it.
No, exactly. Bro, everything you said was spot on, bro. Like, out of the Guler, yeah. He's a talented player, but like, again, he's not no Pedri. He's nowhere near Pedri. So being again when he's going up against a competent midfield, a physical midfield, a midfield that knows how to control the ball, he's clipped. He's not touching it. Especially when
Yeah.
you, like you said, the front three don't press, they don't attack, they don't do anything. They just stand around. He's cooked. So it's gonna be interesting to see what Xabi Alonso decides to do. But specifically on the defense, like Carreras, I saw many Madrid fans get hyped about him just because he did decently well in one leg against Yamal when we played them away. But besides that, and going forward, he's not terrible. Like he's shown some glimpses, but I don't know. I put that pressure on
It's like
Madrid. I don't think it's gonna
believe it or not, some defenders took the ball away from Lamine Yamal last season. It happened. And
exactly.
just because of that, you're buying the guy. Okay, cool, cool.
Like,
Yeah,
so I don't really see what they see in Carreras. Like I think for Mendy's still probably their best left back, just because defensively he's a bit solid.
sure.
Frank Garcia did decent in the Club World Cup, but I'm like, all right, that's just a purple patch, bro. You're not doing that throughout a whole season. There's just no way.
And we saw Lamine against Fran Garcia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just cooked, bro. It's cooked. Right back, unfortunately, the best right back they had left, Lucas Vasquez. So now they have to deal with Trent and Carvajal. Carvajal, I mean, I doubt he's gonna do much. He'll
Mhm.
probably play here and there. Probably he might even fill in as a center back. Who knows?
Mhm.
But I don't see him playing. I don't
Bro,
see him doing
people
anything.
might call me a hater, but I think Carvajal's season when he scored that Champions League final goal is the same thing from like the same treatment from Benzema, as in like that year that Benzema won the Ballon d'Or. It kind of rewrites his whole career because Benzema was never loved by Madrid.
Exactly, bro.
He was
Hell
always
no.
wanted to be pushed out, and now he's like a legend for Madrid. And same thing with Carvajal. He's always been so average, like so average, and
Yeah, he's
because of
just
the
a
season,
workhorse.
where he scored a goal in the final, and he was on the team that won a Champions League and the Euros, even though he wasn't top three players on either team, he is
Hmm.
now by many deemed as like top three right backs of all time or something. Like rubbish.
Hell no. Hell no.
It's crazy.
Like he's a workhorse. He does the work, but nah. Like talent wise, Trent's over him. Trent is clear of him in
Bro,
talent.
he
Any
Danny
other right back,
he's been getting cooked in La Liga for over a decade. Carvajal.
exactly.
Like,
But like, it's just a matter of like he puts in the work. I guess like at points,
yeah.
like he does well, and they rate him high. And of course,
Now I
like if
will
you
give
stay,
him that. He does try his best. He's a workhorse for sure.
yeah. Like players like Lucas Vasquez, you can say the same thing. Like he's been there through many Champions Leagues. He's won it multiple times. He's helped out. So, but you can't rate the guy like highly. You can't put him up there just because he's filled in a
But you
couple of
see,
times.
when Vasquez is starting games, playing at Clásicos, and Real Madrid is winning, no one says a thing about Lucas Vasquez. But as soon as they're losing, Lucas Vasquez is the reason they lost everything. Even though your most successful period, Lucas Vasquez was on your team the whole time.
Bro, you know
It's
who's
crazy.
another clear example of that? Nacho. Nacho. When he
That's true.
or 2 seasons ago, they
Yeah.
praised the guy. We should have kept him. No, he's a legend. I'm like, bro, you guys did not like him like that. There's just no way.
Yeah.
Because he's just a sub. He's just a filler, bro. He wasn't a guy that was like a starter or anything. Like he filled in a couple times, but come on, bro.
That's
They
crazy.
would never choose him ever like as a top player in their lifetime, honestly. But
Yeah.
when it comes to the defense, I mean, it's interesting seeing the way that Xabi Alonso sets them up. Little five in the back, wing backs. Chouameni basically playing as another center back.
Hmm.
How I saw them play in the Club World Cup, there's a lot of problems still there. Maybe they'll improve it throughout the season. The problems I saw is that they leave a lot of gaps open on the counter attack. That's perfect for Barcelona. We can handle pressure and we can handle on the counter attack. Like we'll
Hmm.
cook them easily.
Yeah.
So like when it comes to us playing them, I'm not worried at all. Like I'm not worried about them trying to beat us because, bro, even like just thinking about the top three, Mbappe, he might have another good season where he scores a couple goals, but Vinny's the main guy I'm looking at, and
Hmm.
bro, this guy he's becoming a meme every week the way he plays, man.
I feel bad for the guy, bro. I honestly do.
I don't give a fuck, bro. Like it's just funny, bro, because I'm like Vinny's a good player, but I just hate his attitude. Like that's something everyone dislikes about the guy, his attitude. Because we can both agree that if there was a player we take, a left winger take, a Brazilian we take, is Rodrigo over Vinny
Hmm.
every day.
Hmm.
Why? Because of his attitude. His attitude is ass. And when he plays bad, like he plays bad.
Yeah.
Like he's awful, god awful. But I mean, it's gonna be interesting what he does, what Xabi Alonso decides to do. They have that new Argentinian player, Mastantuano. He looks
Hmm.
pretty good. Endrick, I haven't seen or heard anything about him in a minute, so I don't know what's good with him. Um,
He got the number 9.
oh, yeah, he got the number 9. I don't know if that Garcia guy is gonna Gonzalo Garcia is gonna play for them. I don't know if he's
Mhm.
gonna be a squad player for them, but I mean, I think Xabi Alonso. I think the obligation is to fight for the league. I think he might fight here and there, but I think there'll be a point where we just get away from them. Like he'll the experience won't be there, obviously, because
Mhm.
it's his first season coaching in La Liga, and then we just take it from there. We just cook them, and then they start dropping points out of nowhere, and then we got it in the bag. Honestly, I'm not worried
Yeah,
about the league.
what I think is like I'm not going to talk about if Real Madrid are going to play better football, yes or no, than last season. But what I will say is I think Barcelona win the league by more points than they did last season.
Yeah, last season was by 4 points.
Yep. And I say Barcelona win the league by more than 4 points, 100%.
Yeah, because I don't see Xabi Alonso doing what Hansi Flick did,
But one thing we
just coming in.
genuinely have to be scared of. We genuinely have to be scared of. I think in all competitions, Real Madrid getting 20 penalties. In all that's a
Classic,
player's season right there. 20 goals. That's a player's season.
classic. Hmm.
Let's be honest. And I think in La Liga 14, at one point they were averaging a penalty every other game in La Liga. At one point. So
Classic.
if and we remember the Copa del Rey final, we remember the last Clásico in La Liga.
Hmm.
They changed the whole refereeing committee. They renamed it, rebranded everything. The
Losers, bro.
season Barcelona win La Liga and everything in Spain. Don't ask me why, but the season everything Barcelona win everything domestically. They changed everything about the refereeing system in Spain. Anyways,
Losers, man.
we need to keep our eye on it. And what I always say is one thing referees can never do, and one thing Barcelona have to keep doing is playing beautiful football. Because you can have the worst referee in the world, but he cannot affect the game if Barcelona play the football that they did last season. That's what I
Exactly.
always say. And I always say when you play Real Madrid, you have to score. You have to win by 3, 4 goals, not to embarrass them. Obviously, I love to embarrass them, but do
Hmm.
not give any room for the referees to affect the game. That's what I
Mm.
always say. That's what I always say. And Barcelona need to go into every game in La Liga that same way. Do not give the referee any room to affect the game. The game
Facts.
is in your hands. Play your best football. Let's not blame it. Let's not blame it on the referees because we already know what's going to happen before the game starts. So we
Yeah, bro.
shouldn't use that as an excuse. Basically,
Facts. Facts. I mean, we'll see. The refereeing last season was pretty god
shocking.
awful.
Yeah.
God awful, honestly, in all competitions. So we'll see if Barcelona they're gonna screw from that. But again, like just the way we play, how good we are, like it shouldn't really affect us. It should probably be like no 95 5% refs
Mm-hmm.
maybe. Who knows? You never know.
Yeah.
But speaking about Barca now, speaking of Barca for the Liga. So again, first 3 games away from home. How do you feel about those games? We'll win them.
Well, I think so. I think we'll win.
Mallorca
I think
away, we beat them
I really
five
think
something.
I really think we've been playing away for the last 2 years.
Mm,
Like you could say that Barcelona have been playing away
basically,
the last 2 years.
yeah,
At
for
one
Montjuic.
point last season, you could even say they were better playing away from home than in the Montjuic. At one point, you could have said that
Mm.
about Barcelona.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So
We were going away and winning.
I think 100%. It won't be easy. It won't be easy because we know how hard those away games are. But I just think we have enough quality in a player like Lamine that can create something out of nothing. And players like Rafinha that even if they have a terrible game, they can have a goal contribution. Another player
Word.
like Pedri. Um, the only way Barcelona lose games, and you kind of it like teams will always create chances against Barcelona. That's always going to happen, especially with the highline. That will happen.
Yeah.
And the mission is to score more goals, create more chances, and they usually do. And I think Barcelona lose their games. You could say defensively they could be a bit better, but I think they miss too many chances. They scored the most goals in Europe last season, but I
Mm-hmm.
still think they miss way too many chances. I think if
Exactly.
they were a lot more clinical, they could have gone at least 15, 20 more goals, the whole squad
No
last
word.
season. You could say Lamine
Uh,
could be more clinical. Lewa, Ferran, Rafinha can be a lot more clinical. We remember how many chances Pedri, how many assists
oh
Pedri could
my
have.
god.
Lamine could have 30 assists. Pedri could be on 15 assists. So I think we need to be a lot more clinical this season.
Yeah, that and it's a matter like this season. Like it's hard because he's the best player in the world, but we cannot depend on. I mean, all the time. Like we cannot. Like that's why we were excited. Nico was coming. Nico might not be the most defined, like refined player. He might not be, you know, close to Lamin's level or anything, but he offers you some threats. And Hansi Flick, we know like he'll get something out of him, like he did with Rafinha, with Lewa, with other players. But now that we got Rashford, we got Rooney who just came in as well. We have players coming back from injuries and stuff. Like we cannot depend on all like every game.
I mean, but at the end of the day, let's say come November of this season coming up, Lamine gets the same injury he got last season around November, December. Like, what do we do? Like, no, it's inevitable. It's
No,
inevitable.
yeah, that's what I'm scared of. Because, bro, like I
And
still think about this like too much, Like the other day, I was with my friends. We were just talking about football. We had little drinks on this, and we were just like letting our emotions out. Speaking about Lamine Yamal, how this motherfucker is 18 years old, carrying Barcelona, being the best player in the world. Like it's unheard of, it's unseen of, and I love it. But at the same time, I'm just so terrified since because he's giving us Messi vibes of having that player that we rely on so much, and I'm just scared. Like, bro, if something happens, I don't even like.
I mean, but
It hurts to think about.
it's a two bladed sword because it's also he's the one that's given us this hope. He's the one that. When's the last time you genuinely felt that Barcelona is a favorite for a Champions League? When's the last time? Since Messi,
uh,
and only because of Messi.
and
So
last year,
it's
the year before, I had a little bit of hope, but with Xavi last season, I had a little bit of hope in fucking Araujo. Huh?
I mean,
But
but
nah,
you can
yeah.
still even blame that
But
on
Lamine was
Lamine.
still there.
You
Lamine was
can
still
still
there.
even blame that on Lamine. That's my
That's
point.
true.
During
Yeah,
that time, Lamine was a bright light in Xavi's last season. Lamine was the
mm,
bright light.
bro, it's
And you can
like
say Kubarsi, Fermin coming in as well, but Lamine was the one where the people watching La Liga were just, what is this? Like, what? We didn't even know what we were watching. We've never seen a 16-year-old do those things, and
right.
it might be um, a hot take, and I've said this before, but to me, Lamine Yamal became the best player in Europe in the friendly, like officially. I
Mm-hmm.
always had questions in my head like no player in Europe can do this and that, but I think he became officially the best player in Europe, and it hasn't changed since when Spain played Brazil earlier in that year before the Euros and Copa America and all that. And that's the same
Mm,
game where Rodri was on the pitch, Vinny was on the pitch. Lamine was by far at 16 ahead of everyone else. And in the Santiago Bernabeu, he got
yeah,
a
in the Bernabeu.
standing ovation as well. And I think since that game, you could look at everything after. You could look at the Euros. You could look at the beginning of the season. You can look
Mm-hmm.
at October, November. You can look at the end until now. A year later, I think Lamine has been the best individual player in Europe for over a year already, in my opinion. Maybe the
No, yeah.
stats aren't there to back it up, but at the end of the day, Lamine isn't the player with the most stats on our
Bro,
team.
it's eye test,
Do
bro. It's all
know,
about eye test.
we do know, as you said, we rely on a 18-year-old.
Nah, exactly. Like yeah, that game he balled out. He definitely showed it. But bro, is the same. It's like kind of the same situation with Fermin. I'm not talking about like the same level or anything, but I'm talking about like people that like we knew how good Fermin was because we watched Barca week in week out, but people didn't know until that Olympics because
Mm-hmm.
that's like a big thing, so everyone
Yeah.
watches it. Lamine, the same thing with Lamine. No one knew or people knew little of Lamine until the Euros, and you see this kid balling out and just
Yeah.
being the best. So these major competitions
Yeah.
like influence it
That's
for sure.
definitely where he became global, the Euros.
Yeah, the global thing. Like Pedri, the same thing too. With Pedri, when we signed him, we knew how good he was. But then it took the Euros
Yeah,
again for him to show it.
and it has nothing to do with football, but someone pointed it out to me. You can look, for example, when France football announced the top 30 for the Ballon d'Or. Look at
Hmm.
likes, reposts, comments on Lamine Yamal compared
Yeah.
to every single other player. Even Dembele, the other favorite. It's like completely different. Like Lamine Yamal's birthday on his own was a bigger story and a bigger story for the whole world than Dembele's performance against Chelsea. Like
Exactly,
Lamine
bro.
Yamal is huge in the
He's reached
world.
that stardom. He's
It
reached
is
that stardom.
crazy. It's crazy.
He's reached
Like
that.
we got people reacting to Lamine Yamal highlights, edits, talking about Lamine that don't know a lick about football. They don't know a
Hmm.
thing.
Facts. Facts, bro. Thank God he's alhamdulillah, a little Muslim guy in him, so he
Hmm.
can he could probably take the good route for sure.
Yeah,
But
hopefully.
you never know in football. We'll see what happens down the line with him. But yeah, that's the one thing. I definitely need other players to step up. Rafinha's like he's more of a goal scorer, honestly. Like he's more of a guy. He has good link up play. He'll fight for the team and stuff. But like to have that individual thing on
But
him,
that's the
like
thing.
to
I think we can never be mad at Rafinha for like not showing up or having a bad game because, bro, even his best games, his overall play in those games is never good. It's usually never good. But the good thing is even when he has a bad game, he can have a goal contribution no matter what. But as you say, the thing is he can't really create on his own, create something out of nothing. Unless it's like a long shot, he's not creating something out of nothing. That's why when we play against any team, let it be Inter, Real Madrid, their game plan is to stop Lamine Yamal every single time. To limit Lamine, you limit Barcelona. You limit
exactly.
Rafinha, you're not really doing anything. Lamine Yamal is wide open. So it's like,
Exactly. That's why I hope Rashford, like, honestly, like, how did you genuinely feel about Rashford? Like, were you actually like excited for it? Are you happy, or you were like,
I think my my thing with first I'll talk with about Nico Williams first. My thing with Nico Williams is I thought he was the best fit because you look at Dani Olmo when he came in, already part of the national team, already friends with everybody else. Dani Olmo fit into Barcelona kind of like a glove. Like when it comes to chemistry,
mm-hmm,
understanding how they play, kind of fit in like a glove. And the Spanish national team played the most attractive football internationally, in my opinion. So
word,
Nico Williams is very used to this style of play, these players. So he would fit in like a glove. So when it comes to that, I think Nico Williams was the best option. But I also
facts.
realized, including me and a lot of Barcelona fans, we tried to justify his statistics, his numbers, so much and say if Nico Williams played with Lamine, with Pedri, with the best players, all of his stats would just double up, right? And I
Mm,
and after the whole Nico Williams saga happened for the second time, I caught myself realizing like we try to justify it so bad that
that's
he
how it
was
is,
gonna
bro.
work. Like we were trying to push the narrative that he was gonna work, even though the numbers were there. Like this guy's pretty average, but
Yeah,
we just try to justify it.
I mean, yeah,
And I
this
look at
preseason so far he's playing like Shiza.
yeah. And then I look at a player like Rashford, where we know what he can give you at the best of his ability. We've seen it. We've
Mm-hmm.
never, barely, maybe with the English national team, seen this guy surrounded by world class players while he's been playing professional football. Been at
Man,
Man
you.
United the whole time, right?
Mm,
We saw Rashford on loan against Villa. I think the reason Villa didn't beat PSG is because he was subbed off. I truly think that.
yeah, he was
Rashford was
having a game.
amazing. He was cooking against PSG. That's the
Facts.
player that we have with better players around him. So
Yeah.
I'm really, really excited over Rashford. And I've even told people I think he's going to have more goal contributions than Nico Williams. I think he'll have, this could be a hot take, I think he'll have more goal contributions than Desiree Doué next season. I think Rashford minimum will be hitting 25, 30 goal contributions in all comps.
Oof. So that means you're advocating for us to like at the end of the season sign him.
Yeah.
Because if he hits that, we have to sign him at that point.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing I'm scared of because we've seen him do this where he has
Mm.
a good season, he signs that contract, and then he plummets, bro.
That's fair.
He plays like ass again. Like when was it? When we played them in the Europa League,
Yeah.
he was playing amazing, not only against us but the whole season in general. I think he scored over 30 goals, 30 goals that season. He signs that contract with Man U, extends, gets a
Yeah.
major contract, and then next season he plays like shit again.
Yeah.
Like you
That's
can blame
fair.
it on Ten Hag maybe, but
I
like
mean,
you
no.
expect these world class
What you
players.
say is completely fair. The only thing you could say about that is Man United wasn't what Barcelona is today.
Yeah,
That's
that's
really,
that could be the offer
that's the
too,
only
bro.
thing you can justify Rashford with. That's the only thing.
Yeah,
But
so
I think it's the same situation as like a João Felix coming in. We lost nothing. João Felix
no,
came in. at the end of the day, Rashford will lose more if he doesn't get signed than us, right?
Oh yeah,
Who
facts,
loses more,
facts.
us or Rashford? Rashford. It's
Right.
all in Rashford's hands. It's all in Rashford's hands to start. It's all in Rashford's hands to convince Hansi Flick to play him. It's all in Rashford's hands to be bought by Barcelona. Barcelona have nothing to lose here, but wait for Rashford to do his thing. Really.
No, exactly. Yeah, I saw his interview today with Lineker, and like
Oh,
he's
did the full one come out? Did the full one come out? The full interview?
um
Because
I
I
don't know if it was
saw
like the
like
full.
I saw the promo for like it was like a 2 minute video, but I don't know if like the full interview came out.
Oh yeah, it was a long one. It was like 40 minutes, I think.
Oh, okay, yeah, then it definitely came out. I have to watch it. I haven't
Yeah, I
watched it.
saw I saw it this morning. He seems like a guy who wants to work hard, obviously prove himself and stuff. Where I don't blame him. Like I see the talent. Like we all see the talent. It's just about him actually doing it at a consistent rate. He
Yep.
understands that the leagues are different. Premier League, La Liga, everything's different. Um, what I liked what he said is that he understands the motivating factor of playing with Barca, all these young players. He recognizes that he's basically the unk because like everyone else is young. He's the oldest guy. Well, not oldest, but like one of the old guys, one of the experienced guys. So I mean, hopefully this new environment definitely motivates him. But yeah, when it came to the transfers, Nico, him. I mean, if Luis Diaz was 6 years younger, I would take him in a heartbeat. I would
Mhm.
take Luis Diaz every day, but
I mean, I
unfortunately, he's
even said
old.
as a Colombian, bro, Luis Diaz is a demon, especially when he puts on that yellow jersey. He's different. I think
Mm,
internationally, I think he's top three wingers in the world, left wingers in the world, truly, internationally. He's different
yeah,
when
you
he
said
plays for his
internationally, yeah.
country. He is different. But that is way too much for Luis Diaz. 70, was it? 80 million? That is whatever Bayern paid,
Mm,
even half of that could have been too hefty. I think half of
exactly.
that would have been what, 35, 40 million? Even that is asking a little bit too much in my opinion.
No, yeah, because like he's a baller. He's an incredible winger, but at 28 now or
Uh-uh.
29, how old
Absolutely
he
not.
is, no, it's just not worth it.
Absolutely not. No.
Because I'm assuming Bayern bought him because they want to go all out like this season, just try to win everything now. Because you can't justify that kind of price tag for a guy his age and not want to win everything. But we'll see what they do. But I'm not worried about Bayern.
But listen, those
Um,
price tags for that age is really you only really buy a Lewandowski. I mean, not this version of Lewandowski, but maybe like a
mm,
33-year-old Lewandowski or a 34-year-old Ronaldo, but not
yeah,
Luis Diaz.
not Luis Diaz, not Luis Diaz. All right, so we pretty much agree that we're gonna win the league. Where we got that in the bag. We got that. You said we're gonna win it with a bigger advantage. Hopefully, if we can maybe be 100 points, that'd be crazy. But we'll see. We'll do better. But I think the main priority should be the league. That should
Okay.
we should go back for that for sure.
Mhm.
When it comes to the Copa del Rey, Super Copa de España, you saw who we're facing, right? The top four.
Athletic Club.
Yeah, Athletic Club, and then Madrid Derby on the other side.
Mhm.
Uh, I mean, Athletic Club we should be every day too. That should be easy dubs right there. We smoked them
Yeah.
last season,
Nah, yeah.
and
Easy
we get to the
dubs.
final, whichever one of the whichever Madrid. I'm confident we'll beat them. So
I think I'd rather play Real Madrid in a final than Atleti, bro.
yeah, me
Atleti,
too, me
Atleti
too.
dark cards. Actually, no. Madrid got referee dark. I don't know, bro. I really don't know.
I mean, considering what we did last
Hey,
season, I'm
we'll
confident,
play
bro.
better football than both. That's something that's obvious.
Yeah, I mean, if we can get four in a row Clásicos again, I'll be with that. So I'd rather play Real Madrid. So
Fair, fair.
Copa del Rey. I mean, we got to see how that route goes, but that should be another minimum, honestly. Like that should be like a competition we should always be winning and competing
Mhm.
for. Last season we played Atletico Madrid semis, 4-4 match, and then 1-0 win at the Metropolitano, and then obviously the final against Madrid, which was an incredible game. Now Champions League, that's the main one. Is the sixth coming, Alex? Is the sixth coming?
It's coming.
Woo!
100% it's coming, bro. Barcelona will win the
Just a Lego patch.
2025-2026 Champions League.
I agree.
100%.
I agree. I agree.
100%.
I agree 100%. I think we'll get top eight. Top eight should be a minimum for sure.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, again, it depends on the who we
Top
get,
four,
right?
bro.
You
Top
never
four.
know.
Barcelona get top four.
Yeah, top four, top four. Like straight to the round of 16. Honestly, when it comes to the route from the 16th all the way to the final, I don't think. I don't care if it's an easy route. If it could be the
Bro,
hardest route
yeah, bro.
ever.
I don't care, bro.
Yeah,
I'm,
we have to win it.
same as you, bro. Because I'm tired of people's excuses of Barcelona had an easy route.
Mm,
Then they say the Club World Cup has a hard competition. Yet every team we played was a Club World Cup team. But it is what it is. Give me the champion of England, the champion of Europe, the champion of Italy. Give me everyone. So there's no
exactly.
more excuses on who the best team in the world is. I don't want any more excuses in who the best player in the world is. Give me the hardest route. Give me everything. And I
Exactly,
think we
bro.
saw Barcelona in certain situations last season that prior Barcelona's wouldn't get out of, as
Whew.
in being able to finish out games with a red card, being able to be down 2 goals in the last minutes of the game and still coming back.
Hmm.
Um, beating Barcelona, beating Real Madrid 4 times in a row, being able to beat Bayern in the first time in I can't remember how long. So Barcelona did so many things last season that are just
Since
showing
2015,
that
honestly.
like they're clearly not the same team that lost to Liverpool, Roma, Atletico. They're not. None of them are the same. You could say Ter
Exactly.
Stegen's the only one, but none of them
Fucking.
are the same.
Hmm. Yeah, bro. Honestly, yeah, like you said, I don't care what route we get. If we get the hardest route, of course, my heart's gonna beat off my chest. I'll be
Bro, to
nervous for
this
sure.
day, I
But
wish we would have played PSG instead of Benfica. Like truly.
man,
And if that would have meant we're out of the Champions League, fine. But I would have rather played PSG right away than let PSG play against Inter in the.
no, yeah, I don't. I mean, because like when it comes to like playing Inter, uh, that was the only game I was nervous about, just because the way they play.
Mm,
That the dark arts, but you know how they play. It's the most annoying thing ever. That's like
mhm.
I was like so pissed off. Like I remember I streamed that match, and after the match, I was like, obviously I was pissed off, right? And I was like
Yeah.
screaming my chest out and saying, "Inter are a shit team. They're a shit team." And then I had people in my comments saying, "How are you gonna call them a shit team after they beat you and stuff?" And I'm like, because they play shit football. Like, come on, like,
Mhm. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, like, am I? I don't think I'm saying anything wrong here. It's just they
Mhm.
play negative football, like they play counterattack. Like, I don't think anyone would say, "Oh, let's play that kind of football."
I
No
mean,
one would want to play that.
just look at what Madrid fans say whenever they lose to Atletico Madrid. They'll say the same thing. They'll say,
Exactly, bro. That's just how it is. But yeah, that yeah. Again, I don't really care who we face. I hope we get the hardest teams. I really want to get Madrid in one of these matches. Either it be the final semis. I want to beat them in the Champions League because that'd be
Mhm.
hilarious. That'd be awesome. One team I definitely want to face, like definitely want to face, hopefully, is Arsenal. I want to play in
Okay,
Arsenal. I don't know
interesting.
why. Just something in them. Like I just want to like. I'm like, bro, there's too much hype around them.
Okay,
Even though they never win, like there's just too much hype. Let's just
all
get
right.
them out the way. Um, and then again, whoever we get to the final, like I don't care
I,
what route we get.
I think that to me, I want to play Inter in the group phase in
Oh,
Italy. I want to play them
definitely.
in Italy. In Italy. I want who else do I want in the group phase? I want PSG in the group phase or the knockouts. I need them. I need them. I
Okay.
need them. I need them. Who else? Give me Liverpool, please. Give me. I want Liverpool so bad. Give me
You want
Liverpool.
Liverpool? Shit.
Like, I just need in the group phase to play either Liverpool, Inter, PSG, or Napoli. I don't know. Those three teams.
Mm,
I want to play either, or you can say Arsenal. What you said.
mm,
I want to play either Arsenal, but I don't really care about Arsenal. But some Liverpool fans are kind of annoying. They've gone annoying since making
yeah.
their signings. So I want to play Liverpool with all their new players. I want to play Inter Milan in Italy, and I want to play PSG. And I'm fine playing all those away from home. I'm glad playing all those away from home.
I mean, yeah. Last time we put PSG away, we beat them.
Yep.
Inter, I mean, yeah, we lost. Liverpool, yeah, we lost that too. So yeah, we got to get our get backs for sure. So yeah, I said Arsenal for sure. I want to play whichever phase. I don't care which phase. I'd agree with PSG too. A little Lamine getting his get back on fucking Nuno Manch and
Yeah.
Just I think that stupid debate. Do it better than me. Let's stop it. No, there's just no
It
way.
concerns me. I think there's just there's no way anyone with genuine, sorry, footballing knowledge, especially after today. Like I can't believe Due actually played today somehow.
Stinker.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember him touching the ball once.
Mm-hmm.
That's someone we're comparing to Lamine. Even a player like Dembele, you watch him today. It's like you
Bro, he
really
won man of the
compare
match. I'm like, what? Why? Because he got an assist? Stop it.
this PR is getting really crazy,
It's
man.
ridiculous, bro.
Really crazy, man. And what else? What else? Um, damn it, I forgot. Never mind, forgot. Yo,
No,
for
but
metal,
yeah.
you think you can give me 1 second? I can be right back.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
1 second, like literally 60 seconds.
No, no problem, bro.
Thank you.
Gotcha. Yeah, but guys, I want Liverpool. I mean, not Liverpool. I want, fuck, Arsenal. Jose, if you're watching this, I want Arsenal so we can smack you in the ass. I want Arsenal. I want, what should I say? I want PSG. Those smoke them real quick. PSG are ass, overrated. And my third team gotta be Bayern. We already smacked up last season, so I'm not worried. Give me fucking Madrid, bro. Give me Madrid. Semifinals, quarterfinals, round of 16, first game. I don't care. Give me Real Madrid. I want Real Madrid in the Champions League. Oh, champions of Europe. Ooh. Smoke them up real quick. Give me Real Madrid for third game. Fuck it.
I'm back. I'm back.
Yeah,
My
bro.
bad,
That was a long stream, bro. It was a long stream.
man.
All right, so I bet so. Yeah, Champions League. Whew, hopefully we get the six. Hopefully we get it done. Hopefully Hansi Flick works his magic. Learn from our mistakes last season because we know what the mistakes were in that semifinals match. We
Yeah.
just had to park the bus. Honestly, they just a lot of people saying, "What if Lamine never shot and hit the post? What would have happened?" But hey, that's football. You live and you learn. Uh, the other thing I love about Lamine is that how quickly he learns. Like 2 seasons ago, I remember there was this one match. I forgot who it was against, but that was when Gundogan was still there.
Okay.
And I remember early in the season, Lamine, because he's a kid, obviously, he'll make like rash decisions. He'll try to do things on his own, like be that selfish kind of player that that a young guy would be. And then later, deep into the season, he'll stop. He'll be more controlled.
Hmm.
He'll have that little I like to say la pausa. Just stop a little bit.
Hmm.
Have that mentality. And I remember Gundogan just applauding him mid game. So that just shows like this kid is just gonna get
And
like
that's at 16, showing that maturity at 16.
exactly, bro. He's gonna go another level. But
Like he did that at 16 in the Euros in a final, telling his whole team to calm down.
mm-hmm,
We're not gonna push. We're gonna
mm-hmm.
play and keep possession at 16. It's crazy.
Man, we're blessed. We're blessed, bro. But all right, bro. Let's get into the main thing, the
Okay.
starting 11. What do you
All right.
think the starting 11 is? We're gonna start from goalkeeper all the way up. No, basically what we do, like what is it, 4-3-3, 4-4-2-1-3, whatever the formation is. Like, little four in the back,
Mm,
double pivot, cam, and then two wingers and a striker.
mm.
But goalkeeper, I think we can agree. Once he comes back from injury, Marc André Ter Stegen, he's hitting the bench. He's never fucking playing
Okay,
ever again.
okay. I was
Hell
about to
no.
say you're taking me somewhere
Uh,
else.
Joan Garcia, obviously, now that we saw the news that he's registered or he will be registered, he got to be the guy.
Mhm.
You have confidence in him?
I do. I won't necessarily say come out and say I've seen some Barcelona fans say he's top five keepers in the world or something. No, no, not yet, not yet.
Mm-hmm.
I think you could say I will still say Courtois. Maybe look at goals conceded. Maybe you can't say statistically he was the best keeper in the world, but
Yeah,
if you use your eyes. Courtois is the best keeper in the world in La Liga, or you could say in the world. I think, in my opinion, the world still.
yeah.
But Joan Garcia, second best goalkeeper in La Liga last season. I think he's 100% better than what we already have, which is
Mm-hmm.
Chesney and Ter Stegen. Not to say Chesney didn't try his best last season, but he did have a lot of maturity back there, but he's not the best at the end of the day. And even
Yeah,
when he was in his prime, he still was never the best or top three keepers in the world at any point in his career. So he's a good
yeah,
keeper.
definitely.
I I love him as a character, funny guy in the
Mm,
locker room it seems, but as a starting keeper, no. Joan Garcia 100%. I do have confidence in him, and I think he's the missing piece that Barcelona needed to take that next step.
yeah, exactly. Or like he shows, he shows he has confidence in himself. He showed that he got the maturity to play at that level.
Hmm.
I mean, we can't expect him to be like incredible from like the start. He's gonna need time to adapt and stuff. Not probably not much to the league because he's already played there, but just playing that pressure, playing for Barcelona, he's gonna feel it. So I
And
have
not
confidence too.
and I don't want him to have a bad season, but people forget Courtois' first season at Madrid was horrendous,
Terrible.
horrid,
He was
horrid,
Shiza.
horrid, horrid, horrid.
Yeah, but yeah, confidence. What? How old is he? Like 25, 26? So he's young, bro.
I think he's 25, 24.
He's young, so he got time. He got
Mhm.
time. Fullbacks. I think we can all pretty much agree. Alejandro Balde and Juice Kunde. Juice
Mhm.
Kunde, easy. Um, Balde, in my opinion, best left back in the world. I don't care what
Okay.
Nuno Mendes does.
Okay.
And right back, Juice Kunde. Yeah, I'll put him there, top three for sure. I think Hakimi's pretty good, but
Mhm.
Juice Kunde is still, he's a warrior, bro.
I think Hakimi's number one, Kunde's second, 100%.
All right, cool.
And I
And
think
Balde,
even people forget. I think in the Euros he was France's most consistent player. Kunde, last Euros.
he's been a consistent player on the right for a minute now, but
Yeah.
since the World Cup, since everything, having a player that changes position like that, that's blessed to have, and he does it so well too. How much he's improved, he's a blessing. And Balde, he's just basically another winger for us, another attacking player up top. Like
Mhm.
he does his job defensively. He can definitely improve a little bit more. I think he's obviously still young, so he can improve with that. But going forward, dribbling, everything else, he knows what he's doing. He got that confidence
Yeah.
to play as a left back for Barca. Um, Center backs now. Center backs. One we
Interesting.
can agree. One we can agree. Paco Barci.
Yep.
I like Paco Barci. Now the other guy next to him. So it depends who you want to put.
So I
Inigo
think
left.
so. I think we can have a favorite player here. Like we can have a player that we want to play the starting center back, but
Mhm.
Araujo, no matter what, will be the starting center back at least in the first game of the season.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing right now. Because obviously he's the captain now. Because Ter
Mhm.
Stegen's, he's out, so he's the
Yep.
captain now. So I'm gonna assume that Hansi Flick is gonna trust him.
Yeah,
He's gonna
that's what
trust him
I
to
think.
play.
But the vibes I'm getting from you, and I'm on the same boat, is thinking Christensen. Maybe
Definitely,
that's the vibes I'm getting
definitely,
from you.
definitely, definitely.
But that's why I mentioned. I think no matter what, Araujo, because he's the captain as we speak,
Hmm.
will be the starting center back, and it's going to be up to him if he stays the starting center back. It's up to him.
Yeah, because it's just the system. Honestly, if he just understands the system, gets it right, good. He's cool. I'm never gonna say that. I was never one to like say get rid of Araujo just
Hmm.
because he's a great defender. He has great qualities. He just has bozo moments where
Yep.
he bends us over. But besides that, like he's a good center back. He's shown in the past, and I'm confident he can do it now. But he just has to be being dumb. Honestly, that's how it is. And when it comes to Christensen, obviously I want him to start because I rate him highly. I wouldn't like Kubarsi. Like he's a great talent too. Definitely needs more maturity for sure. But I wouldn't be surprised if at some point Flick just holds him back a little bit. Obviously, we don't want to risk him too much, but yeah, Kubarsi and Araujo, I'll agree with that. Midfield, double pivot, easy.
I think we can agree Pedri is going to play every.
Pedri,
Not going to play every game, but we can argue our most important player with Lamine Yamal. So
hundred
Pedri.
percent.
I think I think start Saturday. Our starting midfield would be Pedri, De Jong, February.
Fermin.
Yeah, I
Mm,
think that's our starting midfield on
okay.
Saturday.
Yeah, Pedri and Frankie, I agree.
Hmm.
Fermin now, because we're playing Mallorca
Hmm.
away. I mean, they'll attack. They want to show up because they're at home. But do you think he's going to be someone you trust like, throughout the whole season though, as the main guy?
Like It kind of comes back to I don't know if we talked about this yet, but Rashford, for example, I think when it comes to that number 10 position, it really depends a lot of Rashford as well. If Rashford can play at a level, at such a good level where Hansi Flick decides, hey, Rashford's playing so good, I gotta put Rafinha as the 10 and Fermin, Dani Olmo, you gotta go to the bench, something like that.
Mm,
So I
okay.
think best case scenario, if Rashford is going off, he's a starter. But that's best case scenario. If
Yeah.
we're talking start of the season, I think our on Saturday we will start, as I said, Pedri, De Jong, Fermin. Will Fermin be the number 10 for the whole season? I don't think so. I think we'll see Ferran play the 10, see Dani Olmo play the 10. I think we'll even see Gavi play the 10, even though I feel like he's better a little bit further down.
Yeah.
Even maybe even Lamine, we could see him play the 10. Who knows? That would be
He,
awesome.
he got it in him. He got it in him to play that
Yeah.
position.
Yeah. I see a lot of people say, put Rafinha down the middle, Lamine on the right, Rashford on the left.
Mm,
But I think another viable option is Rashford on the left, Lewa down the middle, Rafinha on the right, and maybe seeing Lamine Yamal as a 10.
damn, bro.
Yeah.
Now you see what that's interesting right there. That's very interesting because I mean, it sounds good, but then I feel like we lose a threat on the right because Rafinha sometimes on the right he's not the best as a winger. Like the way Lamine plays, like Lamine plays
Mhm.
wide, he sticks wide. He asks for the ball wide and everything. So I mean that'd be interesting. But then having Lamine through the middle, just finding him and stuff, that makes sense.
That's the thing. We'd have to see it. I think
Yeah,
you can make an argument for Lamine being more threatening down the middle, but you could also make a the other way around. You can make the
no,
argument.
yeah, facts.
So we have to see.
Uh, no, yeah.
But we know Lamine
Obviously,
anywhere on the pitch is dangerous.
exactly. Honestly, for me, I rate Fermin highly. Definitely, he has his things. I think for Fermin, it depends on the game.
Okay.
But I want Dani Olmo to start. I need him to start. He needs to start.
Okay.
He needs to prove something this season because last season, the only signing we made, Hansi Flick wanted him. He brought him in 60 mil, and he had a, like you could say below
Mhm.
average season, like
Mhm.
not even average because he just get
But that's
injured.
the thing. What do you expect from a Dani Olmo? Like for you, what it what I get from you is last season was disappointing, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So what's like a perfect Dani Olmo season in your eyes?
Fully fit, stay
Okay.
available, stay available. That's for one. Stay available.
Yeah.
Two, get more goal contributions, of course.
Okay.
Like get important contributions. Games where, like I said, there are games like we shouldn't really fully depend on Lamine, and then we have players like Dani Olmo, Rafinha, Rashford, like that we should depend on too. And I think Dani Olmo is one of those players. Like he
Mhm.
can step up, be that kind of guy because he's shown it. He's shown it in the past with Spain. He's shown it multiple times. Like he can be that guy. So definitely have some good contributions, especially in Porta games. But because week in week out, I don't expect them to be perfect all the time because playing the 10 is not the easiest position.
Mhm.
But bro, you like as a player, he can't have Fermin over him. Like we can't be saying that, or like he can't have people be saying, "Yo, Fermin's better than you." When
Mhm.
you are, I think Daniel almost like technically like more gifted than Fermin. Like on the ball, his first touch, dribbling, I think he's better than Fermin at that. Finishing, Fermin, you can give him over that. Like Fermin has a incredible shot on him and stuff, but I need something from Danny Olmo this season. He needs to prove something,
Okay.
especially justifying that kind of price tag.
Like I agree. I like Dani Olmo, but when it comes to what I know he can give you, right? I think we can agree at least our three tens that we have are Dani Olmo, Fermin, and Rafinha. Would you say is another 10?
Yeah,
Out
it's
of those
basically.
three, I think our weakest defensively is Dani Olmo. Like I think the one that will
Mhm.
give you least defensively in the 10 position out of Fermin, Rafinha, and Dani Olmo is Dani Olmo. In
Yeah,
my
because Rafinha and Fermin run. They run
Yeah,
for days.
they have five logs on
Yeah, they
them.
run for
Dani
days.
Olmo, I
That's the thing.
think, in tight spaces, in the box, in tight spaces, in bad in like when you're playing your Getafes, your Rayo Vallecanos, maybe your small teams in La Liga where they don't give you much space. And it happened like once or twice in La Liga. Dani Olmo won us the game with
Mm-hmm.
those kind of goals in a tight
Yeah.
space, turning a little angle to the left, boom, bottom corner. And I
Facts.
think maybe even better than Lamine in tight spaces. Who knows? But I think he does have that quality to be that game changer in a game like I said, a Rayo Vallecano where he made his debut and scored on his debut.
Yeah.
I think he won us at least 3 games in La Liga. Truly, I think he had like 2 or 3 game winners, which is at least 9 points. Yes, it's disappointing. I do agree with you. I think against Inter he was disappointing.
Yeah.
The the 2 games, I personally would have put Dani Olmo as the false nine. I know we have Ferran, but I would have preferred more numbers in the middle. I would have put Dani Olmo as the false nine, and I would have put Fermin as the 10 to have 4 midfielders in the middle, or
Mm.
even 5. Dani Olmo dropping in a bit more.
All right.
But I do agree with you, but I think it's all up to Dani Olmo at the end of the day, and I don't see anything wrong. I get your perspective of you can't Fermin can't be better than you, but I think he could. He has the skill
Yeah.
set to be better than a Dani Olmo. And as I said in one of my videos before, what is it? Availability is the best ability, right? That's one
That's the
thing.
thing.
That's one
Well, I
thing that
just,
Fermin
I
has
mean,
over
yeah,
Dani
yeah.
Olmo.
That's the thing. Well, hopefully, if Flick works his magic with Danny Olmo like he did with Pedri, just get him healed up, something, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, but he needs to be available. Same thing with Christensen. Just be available, and because we're losing Inigo Martinez is major, of
Mhm.
course, because we're not going to sign anyone else. So that's a major loss right there. So Christensen going to be available as well. Um, all right, we can vary when it comes to the midfield. Fermin, Dani, Rafinha, whoever you want to go with. Right, I mean, obviously, there's no question there. Left, think we're going to start off with Rafinha then.
I think so. I think come Saturday, it doesn't help that
Oh yeah, he can't even play. Fuck.
Rashford isn't registered. It doesn't help.
Yeah.
But I think the lineup that we saw in start the second half will be the starting lineup on Saturday, which was Ferran down the middle, Lamine on the right, Rafinha on the left, Fermin 10, Pedri de Jong, Cunha on the right, and the players we already talked about, Araujo,
Mm.
Kvaratskhelia, Balde, and Joan Garcia. I think that starting team in the second half will start on Saturday. That's what I think.
You think Lewa should be continue playing as a full on starter throughout this season?
I think so. I think because of the Hansi Flick system, because you have chance creation cheat codes like Lamine Yamal and Pedri, any player that plays on this team with this system with those players will have chances. You could see
Uh,
that with Rafinha's output. Look at his career, and then look at his career, stats last season with this system. Just shoots up. Look at
uh-huh.
Ferran Torres' stats. Shoots up. Look at Lewa, his last 2 seasons in Barcelona compared to last season. Just shot up. All of his stats
Word.
shot up. Any forward that plays for this Barcelona team will get chances for days.
I
So
mean,
I think so.
yeah, me too. I think he should start off, but then I think slowly and slowly he should not like fully fade away, but there should be
Mm.
games. Obviously, he doesn't start every single game just because he's getting old, so he needs to be on the side a little bit more. Um, oh shit, I think we might have lost Alex. He disappeared. Alex, where are you? What about Portugal destroyed Lamine Yamal and made him look regular? My fault. The guy 787. I didn't see that. I mean, I mean, kind of. I guess you could say that was one game. Portugal made him look regular, but besides that, not nothing else. Honestly. Uh, oh shit, Alex's laptop died on him. Damn. Yeah, that's life. That's life. Uh, honestly, Alex, all good, bro. 'Cause we were about to end it right there. Honestly. Let's see. Hold on. Maxim, real quick. What's one player he's looking forward to with this season? Oh, shit. Wrong emoji. All right, boys. Yeah, that was the talk right there. Had the boy Alex. I have his link to his TikTok down in the description below if you guys want to check him out. If you guys don't know who he is, he's pretty. I asked him. I asked Alex what is one player he's looking forward to this season. He said Rooney. Rooney. Yeah, that's one player I'm looking forward to. Him and I would say what's his name? What's his face? Mark Bernal. Mark Bernal is definitely someone I'm looking forward to next season. And hopefully Gavi can, be a little standout next season too. But yeah, that was the stream for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I think thank you, Alex, for joining me for this stream. Hopefully we can get to do a little bit more. There's a long season to go. Um, Alex says, I think anytime Barcelona sign a player for free or with a low fee, Barcelona usually gets a gem of a player. Facts. Facts. Look at Pedri. Look at Pedri. And look at Pedri. Look at Pedri. He's a clear example of that. So, yeah, because Rooney was touted, like, he was touted as one of the best, like, one of, not the best, but one of the talents out there. One great, some great talent up there. And, he ended up tearing his ACL at some point and shit. But, yeah, hopefully, Rooney can step up next season, get some playing time for sure. I think he'll stick for the first team for sure. But again, yeah, that was the stream for today, guys. Alex, again, thank you for joining me. Hopefully, again, we link up for later in the season. A lot of games to go, a lot of important games to watch. So plenty of time to link up yet again. But guys, I will be streaming the match on Saturday for Barcelona versus Mallorca. So make sure to tune in for that. I will be live for that. You guys can watch my live reaction if we win our first league match or we lose our first league match. Who knows? Life can hit you at any moment. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Much love. Take care and peace.